tortillas. I'm with Katrina. She loves Alina. She likes it hard. Now some tortillas. We play it.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Taco Tuesday. This is your host that steals your toast, Hebro77 here, along with Magiterically Speaking and Raven Hawk.
Call.
Oh no.
Yeah, see
That
there.
doesn't. Call. That's better.
There we go.
There you go. Well, hello, everybody. Hi, Raven. Hello, Mr. Hero77 from Eternia. How are you doing this evening?
Well, pretty good. Can you guys all hear me? I seem to be glitching up a little bit. There.
I hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, I hear you.
I do, by the way, have something for that. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Oh no.
I know, right? We're only not even 2 minutes in, and he's ditching us.
I just do not understand this guy.
I know. He forgot to tell us to talk amongst ourselves.
I know. What in the
There it is. There's the.
What the heck? It sounded like a drum set with some birds in it.
Oh, good, man. Hey, that's the way the Ravens row sometimes. They row with drum sets. You should know this.
Oh yeah. What kind of drum set was it, Ludwig?
I believe it is a drum set. Is middle drum. It has milk in it, and then you hit it, and it splashes everywhere. It's awesome.
Well, that's cool.
Hey, as soon as we can, I'm going to go ahead and give this room a quick shout out. Michael Fontaine is here. Go Kart Bob X So Silly, Salted Cedar with a Wrench. Raven Hawk is in here as well. And as I mentioned, we're standing by with Magiterically Speaking, and welcome to Taco Tuesday, everybody. I think we're going to have a good show tonight, don't you guys?
Yeah, except for who's this Magiterically guy you speak of?
Well,
yeah, who is that?
isn't that you? Isn't that your name, Magiterically?
No, it's Sagittarically, but you can just call me Saggy.
Oh, Sagittarically. I thought you said Gradutarically, like it's gradual.
Well, Gradutarically, you'll probably learn how to say it right.
Right. Hey, you know what? I'll say this. At least I do a lot better than I did when we first started doing the show. I couldn't even pronounce it.
I
Remember?
know, that was hilarious. We need to go back and find one of those clips and play it.
Yeah, I think
It'll be the very beginning. It'll be the intro. It won't be hard to find.
Oh, yeah. Well, we might do that for our anniversary show, which is coming up soon.
Yeah, I know, right? Which reminds me that we have some sort of contest going or something like that.
Oh, I kind of scratched that when people were like, well, Hebro, you can't get the icons unless you have like 297 subscribers. I mean, 297,000 subscribers.
Oh, yeah. Well, we get a couple more subscribers. We'll be there.
Well, hey, you know what? As soon as I reach my 300 subscriber, I'm thinking about doing a thank you video.
Okay.
What kind of thank you video?
Yeah, what kind of thank you video?
Well, I don't know. Maybe I'll make the audience sausage and eggs. No, I don't know. Just what do you mean? What kind?
I don't know. I
We
decided
just never know with you.
Yeah. But I'm sure it'll be a great thank you video, whatever it is you decide to do.
Maybe I'll come out of a cake.
No.
No?
I don't want that vision in my head. No.
Okay. Uh, well, hey guys, listen. Here's the deal. We're gonna have a great show tonight. I know I've got a few things to share. And Raven, by the way, that reminds me. Do you have a lot of things to share tonight?
I have nothing to share.
She just brought her award-winning personality, her wit, and candor, which is fine by me.
Yes.
That's plenty enough.
Yes, that's what I brought.
Speaking of Candor, what the heck is Candor?
It's a planet, I think, in outer space.
Sounds like something that the Masters Universe guys would eat. Like, hey, how about some of that Candor over there?
Okay, yeah, with a little special sauce on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or it's something that they reach for in the pantry. Hand me a Candor, would you?
We've
Okay.
got Michelle in the house, Michelle's in the house.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention Michelle with a wrench. Thank you.
Oh, she just came in.
Oh, okay.
So you didn't actually forget to mention, so it's cool. Don't worry about it.
Well, I kind of had an inkling that she was going to be here tonight, so I should have just went ahead and did a prepubescent, huh?
A preliminals here.
He might be. He's pretty soon.
Oh, okay. Well, go ahead and give him a preliminal shout out.
I will preliminal shout out. Preliminals.
That'll drag him in here.
Well, it could. Yeah, you're right. You never know. It is Taco Tuesday. Anything's possible. I hear everybody's got their beverage of choice.
I have double spice chai latte.
Double spice chai?
Chai.
You saying chai?
Chai.
Okay. Well, does that mean that if I'm not good, it'll jump out of your cup and start trying to fight me?
It might.
Oh wait. I was thinking chi, like Tai Chi. Sorry, I get those two confused every time.
But it still might eat you up.
Oh well, yeah. You got to watch out for those teas, especially the really strong ones. I know that for a fact because the one Picard drinks, he drinks his Earl Grey, and sometimes I think that's going to come out of my TV and fight me. So you got to be very careful about that, you know?
Earl Grey is a weak tea.
Oh, well.
That's a breakfast tea for the Brits.
Oh, I see. So you've got a French man drinking Earl Grey and speaking in an English accent. That's interesting.
He is interesting, isn't he? Anybody watching the new show?
I've watched one episode of it so far. They do have one episode free on YouTube, and I have seen it.
Gotta have CBS All Access.
Well, I'll do that when it's free.
It's only $10 a month.
Yeah, but that $10 a month could be going to my gas tank. Just saying.
True.
Yeah, I have seen it. I enjoy the show as well, and there are ways where you can watch it without having to pay, but we won't discuss that on the air. I think you've already kind of figured it out anyway.
Oh yeah, well, you know, we do not promote the pirating or free watching of thus shows. We're not promoting that. I'm just saying, you know.
Yeah.
Michael Fontaine says he watched it free on CBS app.
Michael Fontaine.
Michael Fontaine.
Yeah, Michael Fontaine. Michael Fontaine is here.
Wow. Hi, Michael. I'm waving from the air.
I can almost see your avatar jumping out. You know.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
I'm sorry. I'm sagittarically waving at him.
Well, you're a long way away.
Or is it Sagittarius? I can't.
Well, if I wave right now, in about 2 billion light years, you guys should see it. So let me know if you get it or not.
I'm ready to move back to Sagittarius.
Well, you know, Darth Vader chopped off that Sagittarius arm. So
No.
yeah,
No,
yeah.
got to get back there.
That's why we're experiencing this. The arm of which Sagittarius was on has been chopped off. So.
Speaking of sagittarically arms and multiverses and light years and things of that nature, I brought a couple videos, or looked up a few videos online before we got started here, and they're just kind of like I don't know, strange happenings, you might say, glitches in the matrix, tears in reality, just things that make you go, what the heck was that?
No, they don't make you go,
Oh no, they definitely don't make you go home. It's more like a WTF moment.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the WTF is the new
Yeah, it's definitely the new. It's the new orange, which is the new black. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, well, definitely. Hey, so you're not gonna dip your toes in the pool; you're just plunging right into it, huh?
Well, no, I'm just mentioning that I brought them. You know, teaser alert.
Oh, okay.
But I thought we would go ahead. You know, here in a little bit, look at them and let chat look at them. We all kind of analyze, discuss, and try to decide if it's truth or fiction, if it's real or really fake. You know, one of those type of things.
If it's real or if it's deep fake, you got to go deep on these things, man.
Oh yeah, deep fake. I don't know. That just sounds like. Never mind. I'm not going to say what it sounds like, but it just don't sound right.
Oh, well,
Michael, what happened 2 years ago in September 2018?
Yeah, what happened 2 years ago in September 2018?
Yeah. What did happen 2 years ago in September 2018?
And it'll take an hour to get the answer.
Yeah, because, well, you know, there's that lag. Hey, we got 10 watching. That's awesome.
Yeah.
But but seriously though, I'll be serious for a second. I can be. It is.
No, you can't.
Well. Did you just say no? You can't.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
We don't think you're nuts, Michael. Tell us what's going on.
Nah, hell, if we thought that, we wouldn't be doing this show.
You can't be any more crazier than we are. That's for darn sure. But if you don't feel comfortable sharing, I mean, I can respect that as well. But if we're not going to judge, we're actually curious, sincerely.
I tell you what would be nice if we opened up the phone lines later on. Maybe he could talk about it then if he feels comfortable.
Okay, yeah, I didn't realize that was an option.
It's always an option.
Okay, I'll have to write that down. Phone lines, always an option. Got it.
Okay. Well, he's sharing it now, I do believe, so we don't have to do that.
But it's still an option. You know why?
What's that?
Because the phone lines are still an option.
Well, Michael, I believe you.
Starfleet shuttlecraft fly over. Oh wow!
So what? I guess I need to go to chat.
You're missing everything.
Oh yeah.
I see.
There is that guy who dug into the CIA or FBI or somebody's records.
Wi-Fi isn't set up on this device.
What is that?
In the help section of
that is just the FBI checking on me. No worries.
What in the world? Oh man, you got one of those AI devices, man?
Can I get back to this thing?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Yeah, sorry. Pardon the interruption.
There was this guy who hacked into some government records and found out that there is like already a space force out there because there were people being paid off the books, and y'all got to stop. And so, yes, I believe you, because I think that we've been in space. I think we've been out there a long time, for decades, because how do we get all those pretty pictures from way, way, way out there if we haven't been out there to see what's there? That's all I got to say. Okay. Y'all can make your funny noises again.
I wasn't doing it on purpose. What was the funny noises? Was it? I didn't hear it.
Well, it was. I think it was your phone.
Okay.
Yeah, it sounded like someone starting up Speed Racer.
All right. Yeah, maybe it was vibrating. But it said, I see in the chat, it said something about Starfleet. The Starfleet shuttlecraft flew over his house?
Yeah.
Oh, that's very interesting. You didn't happen to get like any footage or anything of it, I guess.
If he did get some footage, he could email one of us and send it in, and we'll show it. He did ask the other day, how can he send pictures?
Right.
The only way really to do that would be to send us an email of them, and I will put my email in here right now if anyone's interested in emailing me about it, and we'll put it on the show. If we can't fit it on the show tonight, we'll fit it on Shifty Sunday for sure.
They are fast, Michael.
What did you say, Raven?
I said they are fast. He said he didn't get a picture because it went by pretty fast.
Oh yeah, they are quick. I mean, unless you had the cell like the camera in your hand ready to go, you probably would miss it. Yeah, and even then, still you could.
Yeah, I tell you what, that's the thing, is they're very fast, they're very quiet, and a lot of times they can't be seen, and so that's pretty cool that you came across something like that, and kind of scary at the same time. But I gotta say, with this new Space Force coming out, it doesn't surprise me that they're not actually testing new space shuttles, and maybe even, there's been talk for years about scientists developing warp drive, but they can't quite figure out how to do it without sort of like bending light or bending the what is it? I'm trying sort of creating a black hole. And if you go down the black hole rabbit hole, that'll all lead to CERN as well. Just saying.
See, my theory is that I think that they've been already in space for decades, but because they need something now, they have suddenly announced that they're going to have a space force.
Mm-hmm.
Because, they've kept it hidden all this time. Why now? What's different now?
Right.
So, if anybody hasn't before, check out Mr. MB333's show, his channel. He does a lot of sky phenomena and weather-related stuff, and talks about UFOs quite often. But I think these are our ships. I don't think they're from someplace else. Hi, Lorraine.
Well, you hear a lot about UFOs and stuff, and you've heard about them in the last 30 years or so, talking about people seeing UFOs and whatnot. And a lot of people think, well, that's aliens, it's the enemy or whatever. But what if it's not the enemy? What if it has been our government the whole time, testing out different spaceships.
That's okay, Salted Cedar. You can talk. We don't mind. We know you've got a different point of view. It's okay.
Oh yeah, for sure. We all don't always have to agree on everything. That's the cool thing about you know, having an open mind and hearing somebody else's point of view. You always can benefit more from that than getting set in a one ideology and refusing to budge. That's for sure. Otherwise, I wouldn't have grown and developed into this weird guy that I've became now.
Ain't that the truth?
Speaking of Star Trek and Starfleet and Earl Grey, well, maybe not the Earl Grey, but I saw an article recently about the guy who plays William Shatner. He, believe it or not, he's 88 years old. I put the article in Shifty Sunday if you want to bring up the images he wrote while I go over this article real quick. Basically, make a long story short, he's known for saying he will boldly go where no men have gone before, but the article rephrases that into saying Captain Kirk will boldly go where 565 men have gone before. Assuming that you believe space, that we're able to travel into space. I'm on the fence there. I'm not 100% convinced that that's true, but for entertainment purposes, I'm willing to entertain the thought of read this article. So, Star Trek legend William Shatner is planning a trip into space. The legendary TV actor has announced he's planning on traveling to space in real life. He has pitched an idea for a TV show in America, which would see him aboard one of the commercial rockets, which are expected to launch as early as this year. The famed actor became loved worldwide 54 years ago when he hit screens, as everybody knows, as Captain James T. Kirk on the intergalactic USS Enterprise with a mission to, go out and seek
New life,
Other
civilizations.
Yeah, other civilizations. Mm-hmm. And he's tried to sell the show. He believes he has. An announcement should be coming in the next few weeks, he said. But with him being 88 years old, that seems like a lot. But his response to that is he was aware of the potential danger, and he said he wouldn't mind if the trip killed him. It would be a testament to his legacy if he was to actually not survive it. Either way, he'll have made it out there, or he will I guess you guys know what I'm trying to say.
Oh yeah. Man, I think maybe he's letting that Captain Kirk persona get to his head just a little bit too much, in my opinion.
He always has.
Yeah, I agree that he has. Sometimes he doesn't know when to go out in and out of character, so to speak.
And he's played a lot of other roles and stuff, but he always goes back to that one.
Yeah, I'd say that's probably the one he's most known for, even though he, like you said, he has had other roles and significant ones.
Yeah, he played T.J. Hooker?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then he was in that lawyer show.
Oh, Boston Legal.
Yeah, Boston Legal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I never watched it, but yeah. He was in something else too, but it might have just been a cameo, like a Western or something.
Well, I know he had that show. No, not Fact or Fiction. That was Jonathan Frakes. But it was Rescue 911.
Oh yeah, that's it. But either way, I thought that was an interesting article. I thought I'd share it with you guys.
Yeah, and I can't load the article up. I'm trying to, by the way.
Well, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
It's over now.
Well, yeah, I understand that, but I just want to let you know I didn't ignore you or anything. It's just my computer's running slow right now because I'm trying to quickly upload a video, and it's not being as quick as it should be. Let's put it that way.
Well, I think you should cancel the upload because I got lots of stuff to share, and I don't know how that's going to work out.
Well, I can't cancel the upload. I mean, it's right. It's just about ready to be finished. But what I can do is there are YouTube videos on some of these things that you're talking about, and like I've seen that one that you're getting ready to talk about, but I'm not going to.
Well, that's cool. We'll just you could just describe it to us, and then we won't have to actually watch it.
Well, no. I don't want to do that, but
oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm just afraid that things are going to freeze up and then go whoop, like they did that one night after we did Shifty Sunday, and we were talking backstage. I froze up, and my computer screen froze up.
Right. Yeah, I would say it's probably not a good idea to try to do live broadcasts and upload videos at the same time. Generally speaking.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, next
time it's almost done, so we'll just hold off a few more minutes.
Oh, sure. I mean, plus I'm getting redirected somehow because that whole Star Trek thing.
So what is your I've never really well, I guess we have discussed it before, but I don't remember hearing your take one way or the other, Raven. Are you convinced? What's your thoughts on our have we ever put a man on the moon? Do you believe the moon landing was real or fake?
I think the moon landing was fake. I'd like to believe that we can go to the stars. I'd like to believe that we already are. But that's just. I swear, every time I talk to you, bro, what is up with that?
I think his video finished. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Anyhow, I'd like to think it's true because I love science fiction and I like reading about those things. And Star Trek has always been, Star Trek and Babylon 5 have always been two of my favorite shows about space. But I am a bit of a fence setter when it comes to, are we flat, are we round, are we pear-shaped? I just don't know. And until I could find out for myself, I probably won't ever know. So, I don't knock anybody who believes that we're flat. I don't knock anyone who believes that we're spherical, Until I see it for myself, though, I can't really say.
No, I say I pretty much agree with you on all that. I would love to think that we could actually go out and to see the stars and the moon and break out into outer space. I would love to believe that, but I've just never. I mean, it just doesn't. Once you look at it under with a little scrutiny, it's just hard to believe that any of that documentation is real, and it's hard to believe that they are not really showing us any proof that they can get higher than a weather balloon,
Right. Well, I just don't know. So, like I said, I try not to knock anyone who believes either way.
Oh yeah, same here. I'm definitely not going to go into any type of argument over it, I'm always curious to hear somebody else's thoughts. I'm always open to new information. Like, and at the same time, I would love for it to be proven one way or the other, indisputably. I would love to just see that. I mean, if that could ever happen, where you could totally just erase the other person's argument, either one, I
Yeah.
don't care which. I would just like to see it happen so that we could end the debate.
Yeah.
I've got oh, sorry, go ahead, man.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I've got two beliefs. Number one is I do still hold on to that belief that we did land on the moon and all that stuff happened. And number two, I also believe there's a little bit of twisting in that tale as well, because if you go back to the Stanley Kubrick whole side of it, and you look at, there's a lot of people saying, well, he produced that whole moon landing footage and stuff like that, and there's one side of that I can see is false, and there's another side of it I can see that there's a little bit of truth there, and I'll explain what I'm talking about. Is that Stanley Kubrick supposedly did this, and he did it all in green screen and CGI and yada yada yada. Well, green screen has been a thing for a long time, but CGI didn't come along until the mid 90s, mid to late 90s, and it wasn't really perfected. I mean, if you look at all the like Jurassic Park and I guess that was one of the earliest developments of CGI, not developments, but some of the earliest stuff. It looks really good. But if you look at other stuff that was early on, you can really tell that it's CGI'd and it doesn't age well. So in that aspect of the whole faking the moon landing thing, I think they got that part wrong. However, Stanley Kubrick also, if you look at some of his movies, if you look at The Shining, for example, there's a lot of clues in there as to whether or not he was involved with NASA or not. You see like a rocket ship on the little kid's shirt, and you see like a sort of a pattern in the carpet of the rocket ship taking off in the outer space and stuff. I mean, there's a lot of things for and against it, and until I find out totally, completely otherwise, then I'm still going to kind of hold on to that belief that we did go to the moon, because I also think that people like Buzz Aldrin and those guys are very compassionate about what they experienced. And anytime you would ask Buzz Aldrin anything about, well, the moon landing was fake or this or that, he gets pissed off and punches people. So, I mean, no, I'd laugh about that, but it is all true. He seems like he's very convinced and very compassionate about what he had gone through, and it just seems to me that anyone that compassionate about it, and that doesn't seem to me like he's faking it. Although I could see why he would, because obviously he's made a lot of money off of going to the moon, signing autographs and selling pictures and this and that and whatnot have you. Not a ton of money. I mean, he hasn't become a millionaire off of it or anything, but it has made him very popular, So, but I don't know, there's a lot of things going against the moon landing, but and the long short of it is that I still believe we did go to the moon, and until there's proof either way, I'm still going to kind of hold on to that belief. You know what I mean?
Well, I kind of think that the first moon landing, the one that was broadcast, that one I think was fake, because I've seen documentaries where they said that they were having some issues and they still wanted to be the first ones to get to the moon, and so they did a whole production thing to get to make it look like we had been there, but that after that, then they really did go to the moon. I don't know.
Yeah, that's one of those things. I would like to believe it as well. I'm not 100% convinced one way or the other, but I'm right there with you guys. I hear you, and I have seen the things about Stanley Kubrick. There's some really good videos. If anybody in chat is interested in the Stanley Kubrick NASA connection, you can type that something like that along in a YouTube video search, and you will find the interesting details. And they are interesting details if you're into that sort of thing. Now, let's switch gears just a little bit.
Oh, sure. By the way, my video is finished, so I've got my screen clear. If you want to share stuff, we can do that now.
All right. Well, that's good to know. I actually have another article I was going to go over, but I wanted to ask you guys, Loch Ness Monster. You guys think there's anything there? Have you seen things about the Loch Ness Monster?
I've heard of it.
How about you, bro?
Well, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of things out there in Loch Ness Monster for sure. I mean, even The Simpsons made a spoof of the Loch Ness Monster, and there was even a little thing done on the Andy Griffin reunion show that they were trying to say that there was a Loch Ness Monster on there. And I know that's all TV shows and it's all in good fun and everything, but I really do believe that there are sea creatures out there who would fit that description, the size and caliber of these things. Like, we don't know what's on the bottom of our ocean floors or what's on the bottom of our seas, to be exact.
I agree. Yeah, I think it's quite possible that there's creatures that we haven't even discovered yet on the bottom of the ocean, because we really can't get to certain places, and there's areas of the ocean where it's so deep that we can't even send cameras down that deep to look at it. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, the pressure alone would break the cameras, I would think. But
I got an interesting article here. If you guys
wait, before you get into that though, real quick, I do want to mention about Loch Ness Monster. I think there's maybe 2 or 3 different areas where the Loch Ness Monster has been spotted, but the most famous one, of course, is that of Lake Nestle, which I think they did have plans on draining that, and I think that all got shut down, or maybe they did drain it at one time and didn't find anything. But yeah, go ahead, man. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Oh no, I mean, basically, the year 2019, there was the highest level of Loch Ness Monster sightings. There was a total of 18 sightings, which is like a big deal. Like, as far as like, basically, there hadn't been 18 sightings since 1983. They range from eyewitness accounts by visitors to the area to unusual objects spotted by people on the other side of the world, scouring images on the live webcam feed. Apparently, there's a live webcam feed of the loch if you wanted to watch it. And then I was just going to real quick, like, list them. And January 24th, Jonas Douche of Aberdeen was hiking with his brother near near the hotel when they saw a 50 millimeter long disturbance caused by something large under the surface. Then, I think it was like February 23rd, a visitor from Manchester took a photograph of something unexplained in the bay around 3:12 p.m. And then on February 27th, the webcam watcher saw a picture of something unexplained just after 3 p.m. And Mr. O. Fadhagen took 6 photos and a 39-second video from the webcam. And again, the list goes on and on and on. I'm not going to do all 18 of them. We don't have time for all that. Okay. But basically, make a long story short, despite all of these sightings, we still have no more substantial proof than we ever had before. It's one of those things where, like Bigfoot, the images somehow always manage to be slightly fuzzy, slightly, where you have to apply more discernment than you can actual optic resolution. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
That's because Bigfoot is elusive.
Yes, he is.
I believe in Bigfoot.
Oh, that reminds me. For you guys that are interested in the Bigfoot and Bigfoot stuff, there is a guy within our community called Stonebender, and he had put out some videos. I think it was about a year ago or so of supposed Sasquatch scat, which I don't know if it's still up there. YouTube might have taken it down since the new rules have come to effect, but I don't really know. I mean, that's no different than doing a animal nature documentary,
Yeah. Karen B, I think, also does Bigfoot stuff.
But for Sagittariusly speaking, here's 47 seconds of Jonathan Franks telling us all that we're wrong.
It's false. No way. Not this time. We created it. Not this time. No, not this time. It's totally made up. Pure fiction. It's fiction. It's fiction. We made it up. We made this one up. It's a made-up tale. It's a total fabrication. It never happened. It never happened. This one was invented by a writer. Not this time. It never happened. It's false. It never happened. It's a fake. It's fiction. It's an urban legend that never happened. No way. We got you. Not a chance. Not this time. It never happened. It never happened. We made this one up. It's fiction. We made up this one. We made it up. Not this time. Wrong. Not this time. Not this time. You're wrong. Not this time. It never
I
happened.
think that's been longer than 40 seconds.
All right, I think we get the point.
Okay.
But keep that handy when we watch these videos in a moment. You may have to play that again, but not in its entirety.
Oh, okay. No, I'll do just a little bit. Right. I thought that was funny. But yeah, so you have videos, I believe you want to show us, right?
Yeah, I think you can just pretty much go by the order, whatever order they showed up in. It's not like any one is more significant than the other.
Okay, well, I'm looking that up now since my computer is working fine. Let me go into our thing here. But just to let you know, it does take me about a minute or so before I get these things on my screen, and that's what I'm usually doing while you guys are talking. That's why I disappear. The times I do disappear, just throwing that out there,
No, you're getting snacks. We know better.
Right. Well, maybe.
It was a nice sales pitch, though. I almost bought in.
Yeah, almost, but not good enough.
Yeah, I think you should play that clip again. I'm not buying it. It's not real. Didn't happen.
Yeah. I tell you what. So, why am I copying things in my clipboard? Oops, wrong thing.
I think you can just click on the links. You don't have to copy them.
Well, no, I clicked on invite people for no reason.
Okay. I click on invite people for no reason all the time.
So it's not just me then. That's good. But here's the first one. Now, I've heard about these a couple years ago about these hanging airplanes.
Yeah, this is probably the best one I could find out there. They after they play it once, they play it in slow motion. And then the thing to take note on here, since I've already kind of looked at it to give you a heads up, is from the front there, it almost looks like it's hanging on that lamp post. But then when the video progresses and they go under the bridge and you look at it from the other side, it's actually the other side of the plane looks like it's maybe touching the lamp post. I don't know. You guys decide if you think the lamp post has anything to do with it or not. But a lot of times this can be created through an optical illusion. If you're if you're driving out on a main road in an open field with a tree line off in the distance and a plane coming flying the same direction you're traveling, it can seem like the plane is motionless. And I understand that. I've sat in the car before, and like where you see another one move, and all of a sudden it feels like you're backing up, but you're not moving at all. But you get that sensation that you are moving.
Oh,
you know
I hate
what I mean?
that. Yes, I hate that. I'm sitting there in the parking lot, parked, and see another car moving. And I feel like I'm moving. You can actually feel it. You can feel like you're moving. Yeah, it's weird.
So I mean, I get that's a phenomenon that it can occur, but with it being this close up and all these objects right there, and the speed that the car is traveling, I would guess is approximately 50 miles per hour at least on an expressway. I don't know. Let's watch the video and everybody can decide for themselves.
Now, we don't have to have sound for this, right?
No, sound is not necessary.
Okay, cool. So we won't. I just don't want to get. Even though this is some guy's channel, we could still get.
As far as I know, sound's not necessary for any of these. It's more of the visual.
Okay. Well, let me rewind this. I have it. There we go. Okay, here we go, guys. We're going to watch this in its entirety because it's only 39 seconds long. So here we go. This will be better than Jonathan Frank's one that was 42 seconds long. Wow. Now, wait a minute. Is his landing gear down?
Yeah, apparently he's really close to a airport. He's just taken off.
Hold on. What I want to do is rewind that. It looks like his landing gear's down.
Yeah, his landing gear is down.
Okay. But you can see this. To me, it almost looks like one of those illusional things like you talked about sitting. You're sitting.
Yeah, I mean, you feel like you're seeing an illusion because it's impossible for your brain to process how it could be real, right?
Right. Yeah, it's definitely, it kind of feels like someone paused the Matrix. Like if you subscribe to that whole we're living in a simulation, this would definitely be sort of I won't say solid evidence, but like sort of like it would seem to a person that believes in that theory, this would be evidence, right?
Yeah, you see how the wing looks like it's touching the lamp post there?
Oh, I didn't see that.
Go back just about 20 seconds there. Yeah, right about there.
Okay. Yeah.
See it?
Right there?
Yeah.
I mean, it's blurry, but you can still see it.
And I'm curious, what's chat? Let's just look and see what chat has to say.
Well, let me get back into the room here. Do I need to play it again or?
You can play it one more time and I'll look at chat real quick.
All right. Almost looks like it's sitting up on one of those. Right there, it looked like it's attached to the lamppost there. Almost as though someone had a model plane and put it up, on a stand, on the model stand. Look at that.
Yeah. Yeah, a biker babe 2009 says it wasn't moving, it was just hanging in the air. Yeah, I know. That is crazy. She says she saw one of those on her way to East City last summer.
Wow.
Go-Kart Bob says, wow, that's definitely stopped in midair. Yeah, that was probably the best example that I could find. There was a couple more, but I don't think I included them in the montage that we're going to present because they didn't compare to that one.
Okay, now you have some more of these, and I want to get those shared as well. But let me go ahead and oh, why did I do that? Hold on. You
It
know, you
looked
guys.
like something that Stephen King would do in a movie.
Oh yeah, kind of like what was that one movie where? Oh no, that's M. Night Shyamalan. I'm sorry. I was thinking.
Yeah, he's good at that kind of stuff too.
Mm-hmm. Wait, what's going on here? Popping through. Woke up and spent a little time with him before he goes to work. Oh, okay. I was just reading something Michelle had sent me. Now we'll get into what you've sent me, Saji. The second one, Car Ghost.
Yeah, that'll be a good second one.
I tell you what, I've seen this video as well. And real quick, if I can give you my theory on what I think happened, is the car's traveling, and this is probably a pretty shitty theory, I don't know, but as the car appears, it appears as though it appears out of nowhere.
Now, how does it appear again?
Huh?
You said it appears as if it appears, but does it?
Well, I mean, you know, like it appears out of nowhere. But it seems like there's a little bit of editing going on, like that the guy might have stopped his camera for a second, and then when he redid it, the car appears out of nowhere. But the other car swerves out of the way as though, or stops its brakes, just in time. So that one, I don't think it could be explained away for saying, well, it's just editing. You know what I mean?
Right.
But that's just my take on it. But again, why would that car suddenly slam on the brakes if it was just editing?
Well,
Okay.
let's watch it so that way we can see it, and then everybody can discuss it.
Share the screen. And you're right, I should have just left it up there. But nonetheless, here we go. We'll get this going here. All right. Here's the beginning of it. And this one's only 29 seconds long, so I will play it at least 3 times. There we go. Moving along. Whoa! Right out of nowhere. See, right there. I think another theory people had is that car was hidden behind something, but it doesn't look like there's anything there. Look, right there.
And you see, he hits his brake lights right as it appears. Like,
Yeah.
I would love to interview that guy and be like, well, what did you see?
Yeah, let's show that again for sure. This there's that SUV, and then you see him.
You look at the van in front. How does it squeeze in between that van and him, and nobody?
Right.
I mean, it come out of nowhere like that. That's just really odd.
I'll tell you, another thing is a lot of people have a theory that that's a time jump. There's people that theorize time jump. There's people that theorize a portal to another dimension, that car came out of another dimension, or that it was time jumped. You know, there's a lot of those theories floating around about this video.
Oh yeah, it definitely opens up discussion for all kinds of. I mean, the way I see it, any theory is just as credible as anybody else's because I have no logical explanation for what I'm looking at.
That is so wild.
Like I said, even if someone had edited this video, which doesn't make sense, and that's the explanation the naysayers have given, is that this was a jump edit or a jump cut, but you would have to have all of those other guys involved. Like you would have to have all the traffic involved in this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I don't think that's even possible unless you're like you close off that section of road and you're like a movie producer or something like that, you know. This is too real. There it is. Boom. Freaking out of nowhere. There's no way that's edited, in my opinion.
No, I don't think so either.
The only way it would be possible is if that car was like a professional driver and he was in front of the other car the whole time driving in reverse and just the way we couldn't see him in the angle. But you could see through the glass he wasn't there. So I don't know, man. I guess that's just one of those things. The world is like the getting to the center of a Tootsie Pop. The world may never know.
I would never know because I would bite into it before I'd find out. You know. But anyway, yeah, that's definitely weird. Did you have anything else, brother?
I just was curious to see what chat has to say, if anything.
All right.
And in the meantime, get the next one set up.
Oh, I definitely will, dude.
Let's see. Truth Sets You Free, otherwise known as Vivian, says there's no way. CJ Wood just popped in. Hello, CJ.
All right, CJ. Awesome. Good
She
to
said
see
she
you.
just got back from rehearsal for her play, remember, that she's working on.
Cool.
All right, yeah, that looks like that's pretty much it.
All
So
right.
go ahead and play the next one if you got it ready.
I'll play this beautiful bean footage. But the thing is, try to get it up there. Ugh. There we go. Got to hit my keys really hard for some reason. I don't know what's going on there.
You gotta use that chai.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm drinking the wrong stuff. I'm drinking coffee. I should be drinking chai, huh? Let's see here.
Gotta get your body aligned, all your chakras in order.
Okay, now of all the ones that I found that I think I'm the least convinced of, it's this one here. And you might want to leave the audio on this one.
Okay.
Because this one, I think you could make the case where somehow, some way, he's faking the camera. Like one clip is from a different time, and he's just merging it with when this car is here. But let's watch it, and we'll all decide for ourselves.
All right.
Notice the white car through the blinds. You guys see it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's what you're paying attention to.
Hmm.
Every day. See that car there? The white car parked right there. Okay, I'm not crazy.
Hold on, Sedge. You might want to mute up a little bit. I think we're getting feedback off of you, buddy. All right, here we go.
Parking lot. Okay, there it is. I'm not fucking nuts. It should be parked right there.
Okay.
Right there. Where the fuck is it?
Well, that looks like it right there.
I know, right? It looked like it just drove by, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, how the? Oh, come on.
there it is. Big fucking spot.
I think somebody moved it and put it back there is what I think. Be honest with you. Now, oh yeah, sure.
Go on.
You know, that guy could have very well had this all set up. I'm just saying.
This makes no sense. No sense at all.
Go to the window again. Oh, you know, to me, my opinion, real fast, before I show it again,
Huh?
is the guy had somebody on either a walkie-talkie or a cell phone or walkie-talkie. What am I talking about? Cell phone, and was telling him, okay, now as soon as I go to this next window, you move it and then put it back. And then, because we do see it driving, like we see it driving around. I think that's the same white car, in my opinion. And these two guys set all this up beforehand. It could very well be the case. I'm not saying
So
that.
are you saying you might need to play that audio clip one more time?
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay. Well, let's watch it one more time.
All right.
Okay, this is something new. This just keeps getting more fucked up every day. See that car there? There's a white car parked right there. Okay, I'm not crazy. There it is, white car, parking lot. Okay, there it is. I'm not fucking nuts. It should be parked right there. Right there. Where the fuck is it?
Right there when he says it, looks like that's it right there, but I don't know. That looked like slightly different shape to me.
Yeah. There it is. Same fucking spot. Go.
It's false. No way. Not this time. We created it. Not this time. No, not this time. It's totally made up.
Yeah. So you're not convinced, huh?
No,
No.
I gotta tell you, because it could easily be manipulated. I mean,
Right.
why is he going from window to window? It seems like if it's going to disappear, it would have disappeared right then and there. I'll show it again
Something new. This is
one more time, and now that I look at it, it looks like a different shape than the white car going by.
There's a white car
But
parked.
at the
Right
same
there.
time,
Okay.
it's a white car. I mean,
There it is, white car, parking lot. Okay.
Well, Vivian loves how clean he keeps his house, by the way.
I wish mine was that clean.
And Michelle says he accidentally opened
It's fiction.
the blinds too much and we see it. I didn't catch
Right.
that. If you want to try to.
Right there.
Now wait a minute.
Where the fuck is it?
Yeah, Lorraine, it's the same spot because you can tell because of the tree.
Yeah.
Now wait a minute. He's going to a different spot in the house,
Same fucking spot.
so he's not looking at the same angle.
Very true. It is a different angle, a slightly different angle.
I
But
mean,
it is the same spot.
is it? Look at this gray car over here. This silverish car here.
This makes no sense.
Let's see if it's in the same shot
No sense at all.
when he goes back to the window. Hold on. Let me play that again.
Okay, this is something new.
Okay, there's that car,
This just keeps getting more fucked up.
the silverish grayish car.
Okay, see that car there? There's a white car parked right there. Okay, I'm not crazy. There it is, white car,
Look at this tree.
parking lot. Okay, there it is. I'm not
And
fucking
there looks
nuts.
like there's something there. Okay, well, it's the same spot because there's that
It should be
tree,
parked right there.
but we should see the silver. There's the silver car, but it's facing.
Right
Looks like it's
there.
facing the other way though.
Where the fuck is it?
There it is.
Right there next to his balcony. Rewind it about 10 seconds there.
Wait.
A little bit further. Keep going.
Mhm.
A little bit more. Wait, I want to see him looking out that window.
This one?
Yeah, a little bit further. Okay, hit play from right there.
Where the fuck is it?
Now, see to the. Hold on.
Oh,
I don't think you went far enough back.
All right. Let me just get it. I mean, it is only
Right about there. Yeah, that should be good. Now look to the right of the balcony there. There's a car parked. When he pulls it just a little bit further, there's a car parked. See that silver car right there
yeah
in the corner?
Right. That's what I was talking about. There's that silver car right there.
Yeah.
And if you look over here,
Yeah,
it's right there.
there it is.
Yep. Okay, I see it now.
Yeah. That's what I was pointing out, but is that the same car? That's what I was trying to figure out. Of course, you can't see it very good there, but that looks like a different color. Hold on. Let me very beginning of the video.
Fucked up. Every day. See
Look
that
at-
car?
look
There-
at this.
There's a white car
You see it?
parked right there. Okay, I'm not crazy. There it is. White car,
That looks like the back,
parking lot.
like
Okay.
he's backed in there.
There it is.
Because I can see a little antenna, the little radio thing up there, whatever it is. And
It
when he,
should be parked right there.
hold on, there, right there. That's a different
Right
looking
there.
car.
Yeah, I thought I saw a white car there real quick too.
I don't know. I can't tell. It doesn't look like he jump cuts or edits.
Yeah, it's one of those things, man. But this one to me was the least convincing of all of them.
Well, yeah, because he could have easily had his buddy driving around the parking lot and parking it and moving it.
Yeah.
Because we do see that a white car driving by here. Looks like it's from the same point.
This makes no sense.
But I don't know if that's the same white car is the problem.
Hey, Hebrew, can you drop that link into chat?
I'm sorry, what link?
The link to that video in chat.
Oh, yeah, let me get it set up here.
I'll do it for you, Hebrew.
No, you. Oh, can you?
This makes no sense.
I don't know.
Yeah, I can. Which chat you wanted in the YouTube chat?
Yeah, for everybody
Okay.
to look at it.
Okay, I'll just include. I'll include it. Hold on.
And I actually do have a personal Mandela effect I want to share with you guys. When Saji gets done with all of his stuff he's presenting. No, I haven't checked my messages. I need to go ahead and do that real quick. Wait, did you say Michelle? Raven?
Yes, Michelle needs you to check messages.
Oh, okay.
That was earlier, though.
Well, yeah, I did check it, and it's good. We're good.
Okay. That's been there for like a half hour or longer.
Oh, okay, yeah. Geez, we've only been doing the show for an hour. It seems like we've been on a lot longer. But I'll tell you what.
I got it in there, and we only got one more here. And this last one
Okay.
is probably the most notorious. I would say there's a good shot. Most people have probably already seen this video. Yeah, I remember back when I first got on, not when I first got on Facebook, but a long time ago on Facebook, it would show up on my, it showed up on my, on my wall more than once because people were sharing it. So
Right.
it's kind of a well-known video, but it's always stuck
Well-
with me over all this time, and I've always just found it so intriguing because it looks like somebody saves the Chinese guy on the bike from getting hit by
Yeah,
the van.
that's an old video. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, I thought I would put it in here just for fun for us to talk about.
Okay. Yeah, those other videos are quite a few years old too, because I remember watching them, and I was actually going to make a video, the airplane thing, but when I went to other people's channels, they had already made videos of it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Raven. Go ahead. What were you going to say?
I just said, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm thinking out loud. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's several of those airplane videos that people could go and check out, and I think even what's his name? Not Stavely, but the other guy that I'm trying to think of. One of those guys had done his own airplane video, and I think he even sent it in to Dan at one time. Was talking about it. They were talking about the frozen airplanes. They were talking about. I think it was a call-in, though I don't think he actually shared the video with anybody. So, anytime you're ready, Saji, we can.
Yeah, go ahead whenever you're ready.
Oh, okay. Let me get it up there.
And it plays it first at regular speed and then in slow motion and then slow down even more. And you could turn the audio off because there's no audio, just the music for the video, which we don't need to hear really.
No. Guy on bike. Okay. I've seen this. Like you said, it's been on for quite a few years.
Okay, this is something new.
Whoops. That's not the right video. The heck's going on here? Okay. Car Ghost, guy on bike. I don't see. I think I clicked the wrong one. Let me try that again.
Okay, this is something.
Okay, it keeps sending me to the other one.
Hold on. I'll figure it out here.
Wait, I think you said guy on bike, but there's no link to it. Like we did the plane, and then there's Car Ghost. Oh, I think here it is. This might be it. No, that's Car Ghost. Huh.
Yeah. Give me a second. I'll get it. Hold on a second.
This is also Car Ghost. I think you got two Car Ghost on here.
Yeah, I think I did do that twice by accident. Hold on.
Yeah.
Salted Cedar says that car video was made by the same person who made the Bernstein Bears book Changing. He does film
really?
editing.
So he does do film editing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But I really
I'll tell you
liked that one. I wanted it to be real.
Right? Yeah.
All right, so I found it, Hebrew, and I just sent it.
All right, let me go ahead and get that up there. But while that's playing, I will put it on loop, or I'll try to put it on loop.
Now, which one were you saying? The one with the guy looking through the blinds, or the one with where it appears in the intersection?
The one that appears in the intersection.
Oh, really?
Okay.
I was thinking you were talking about the guy with the blinds. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to fast forward this a little bit. Okay.
Yeah, I forgot to tell you that part.
He is saying it's the one about the blinds. Okay, so the disappearing car one is real, or the appearing car is real. Thank you, Salted Cedar.
All right, we're gonna go to. I don't know why I don't just keep that up there. Let's see here. Click that.
Vivian, I've seen that video about the van disappearing. That one's
And
tricky.
there we go, guys. Do you guys see my? And I don't have to share the sound, right?
No sounds needed.
I'll tell you before I play this one though, I got to ask you, do you know about the parking lot ghost? Like, have you seen the video about the ghost that comes through the doors? It's interesting. I don't know if it's an actual ghost or not, but it is CCTV camera caught an apparition of a woman coming through these doors in the back exit of some building of some sort. Have you seen that?
No.
No, I don't think I've seen that one.
Yeah, I'll have to send it to you. It's pretty cool looking. And there's a picture out there somewhere of there was a major car accident and a girl on the bike, and I think the girl on the bike got killed in that accident. And when they took a picture of the car wreck, it shows the girl on the bike, or not the girl on the bike, but it shows like an angel, an angelic type figure kind of floating above the car accident. So that's a good one too. But I will play this, and you guys tell me what you think. I mean, I've seen it before, so I already know what I think. Here we go.
Notice the timestamp in the top right corner.
Whoa. Yeah. I've seen that, and you know, this.
And look at dude. He's like, where did they go? How'd they get over there?
Yeah. Kind of looked like the Flash saving somebody.
Whoa.
Now let's watch it in slower motion.
This looks like it might be some kind of video editing trick to me, because.
And look at the guy that did it. He's just trying to casually walk off, like.
Right. Well, like I said, could be the real life Flash, you know?
Yeah, it looks like his hands are glowing too when they first show him over on the corner.
Mm-hmm.
And he just
Right
puts his
there.
hand
See?
in his
Look at his hands.
pocket.
They're still hot from being so fast. You know, they should use this footage if they ever make a Flash movie. They should use this footage.
333.
So what do you guys think? You think
Oh,
he?
wait a minute. Okay, I didn't notice that. The time is 3:33.
When he did that, yes.
Okay, I'll have to watch this again.
Yeah, started from about a little less than halfway.
Let me rewind this. Let's start at about halfway here. I don't see the time clock. Where's the clock at? Oh, wait. I didn't get it. Hold on. So this all occurred at 3:33 was the official time.
Well, what I wanted you to note the time also was there's no delays in the seconds, like where they could have, did a second take or.
Yeah, 3:33. I saw it. Oh, wow. Yeah, there's that number 3 again. You know, there's a lot of threes and a lot of things, and I think the number 333 has some significance. I definitely believe that way for sure.
And if the video had been edited, wouldn't the timestamp have glitched somehow a little bit?
I don't know. They could probably edit that too as well, I would think, if they're very good. They have to be. It would have to be someone that has movie production quality equipment, I would think. But I mean, if you got to ask yourself, can this be done? Then it probably can be done if it is possible. But with that being said, I'm not saying that this isn't possible. You know what I mean? Like this didn't happen. There's
Right?
three-
Yeah, I'm not saying it did either, or that it didn't. I just thought it'd be interesting to try to figure it out. I guess if I had to say, I'd have to say my gut tells me it's probably fake, but that's just the skeptic in me talking louder than the believer, you know.
And here's the other thing: if this video went viral, which it did, wouldn't people be looking into this? Is my question. Like, did anybody ever try to look into that, like a skeptic or
Scroll down to the comments and see if you find anything down there.
Well, okay. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. Let me scroll down here. They are making Barry Allen comments, which is people don't know that's the Flash. Dang. 1K sub without any vids. I don't know what that means.
It means he has no vids but 1,000 subscribers.
Oh, I gotcha. This one guy says, I remember when I got fooled by this video. The superhuman is a girl at 108. Okay. Yeah, they're just mostly, for the most part, commenting on
How fake it is.
that and that it reminds them of the Flash, like I said.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, and I mean, I guess your skeptic is more prone to leave a clever comment, you know, skeptic wise than a believer to be like, oh my God, I can't believe this really happened. I got to call my mom and tell her about it.
Right.
Preliminal is in the house.
Hey, good thing we gave him a pre-shout out before the show.
I know, right? See, I think you that last one. I think you should play the "it didn't happen" clip. I think it warrants that.
Oh, well, sure. Yeah. Hold on. No, I can't do that right now. I can't find. Oh, here it is. You guys are funny.
Did you hear your pre-shout out preliminal?
But we are gonna. I do have some Mandela effects, especially personal ones that I want to talk about. I'm not going to play that clip, by the way.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, you got some. Did you say Mandela effect?
Oh.
Mandela effect.
Mandela effect. No, but I do have to. I have to run and go do something real quick. You guys.
Snacks.
Why does that not surprise me?
Well, I have been drinking coffee, so.
Oh, okay.
And
You
he
guys.
needs snacks.
You guys talk amongst yourselves, and I'll be right back.
Hey, Saggy.
Yeah.
Did you see that video that I think Martin Litke put it out that showed it's one of those really old things from like the late 1800s, early 1900s. It's a video, and it shows this woman walking down the street, and this little boy comes up behind her, but he's like a shadow. I think Lone Eagle showed it on his show one night too.
Okay, I think I might know the one you're referring to, and I've also seen the ones where they show like supposed time travelers, where like people in photographs are dressed in modern day clothing and or have like a cell phone or something in their hand while they're walking and things like that.
Yeah, I've seen some of those. It's pretty weird stuff out there.
And I would be interesting to go back now that I thought of looking at the comments and looking at the comments on a couple of those other ones we watched too. See what people had to say about that.
Well, as far as I can tell, the first two were a hit.
Yeah, the airplane and the car appearing out of the nowhere in the intersection.
Yeah, those two everyone seems to really like. But the other two, I think we're all skeptic about them.
Yeah, I think our gut kind of, when your gut tells you it don't seem right, then it probably isn't.
Yeah. So can I ask all of y'all, this has really been bothering me. There's a 1960s group called the Dave Clark Five. They're a British group. And apparently they were just as popular in Britain as the Beatles, and even a few times were able to overtake the Beatles on the record charts. They also went by the DC Five. Does anybody remember this group? I asked Armour, and he said he vaguely remembers them. I don't remember them at all.
Yeah, the Dave Clark Five. I mean, that's just a weird name in general because Dave Clark is a person. So how can he be five? I mean, I can see the Jackson Five because that's their last name and there's 5 Jacksons. But is there 5 Dave Clarks?
Well, Preliminal is saying they weren't very popular in the U.S. I understand that, Prelim, but I used to really be into 60s music and was crazy about the British, I guess when they called that British wave that came over here. But I don't remember them at all. And it seems to me that I would have heard of them because, we had, of course, what was his name? That Clark guy that had that dance show. Can't remember his name. But anyhow, I think I would have related
Dick Clark.
that. Yeah, Dick Clark.
American Bandstand. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think I would have related them to that because I do that kind of thing.
So, have you heard of the Dave Clark Five? Have you been swinging with the Dave Clark Five, my man?
I've heard of the Dave Clark 6, but I've never heard of the Dave Clark 5. So maybe I shifted into another reality where there were 6 of them. No, I'm joking. No, I honestly, in all honesty, I've never heard of that, and I'm like you. I was a huge Beatles fan and a huge Monkees fan as well. I love the Monkees.
Yeah, and I liked Herman's Hermits, and I mean, there was a lot of the British bands that I really liked in the 60s, but I just don't remember them at all. This is like the very first time I've ever heard of them. Their music's good, Lorraine. You should look them up.
Yeah, I think I know one of their songs. It was Hey, hey, we're the Dave Clark Five. People say we monkey around. You might not have ever heard of us, but we can be found on Google now.
Yeah. Another one of their hits songs was Sleepy Tuesday. Da, 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 da.
Oh, y'all are crazy.
Oh, wait. Maybe I'm thinking of something else.
Well, I'm thinking that since I don't remember them, and I am a huge, huge music person, I've watched like all kinds of videos of all kinds of music from the 50s and the 60s and the 70s, etc. And I've like the greatest hits from those eras. And it wasn't until like about a week or two, about 2.5 weeks ago, that I was looking up the year that I was born. and to see what kind of music was being played then. And that's when I saw that group, and I'm like, I don't know those people. How do I not know those people? But I didn't know those people. Anyhow.
So that should have been our grind our gear segment with Raven, the
Oh,
Dave Clark 5. How come I don't know these people?
yeah, it doesn't make
Yep.
sense to me.
Yeah, I've never heard of them. So you're not the only one.
Well, what's funny is I remember some of their songs, but I don't remember them being the singers of it, if that makes sense.
I can think of lots of songs where that's the case for me.
Yeah, I seem to remember Wake Up Sleepy Dave, come on out of your cave. It's time to go bowling for a while. That's not my style. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Was that one of them?
No.
Oh, okay.
CJ, I'm not old enough. I was born in '66, but my mom listened to a lot of British music, and I had a friend who also her mother listened to a lot. I mean, a lot of British music. So yeah,
Well,
I should have heard of them at least once, and I never have.
well, you know, the Beatles did inspire a lot of bands. I mean, I talked about the Monkees; that was one of them. But certainly, without the Beatles, you wouldn't have had Oasis as well. And it's a subject of the movie that I seen that I have came to like and yesterday in that movie. So maybe this is one of those bands. Maybe you know, we all when the Mandela effect took effect and we all got sort of electrocuted, so to speak. Not really, but you know, maybe it got they got, instead of getting erased out of existence, they got added into existence. Who knows?
I think he knows that, CJ. He likes the Monkees, and he is just monkeying around.
Yeah, so don't run me out of town.
I will if you don't quit burning the dang toast. So you said you had something you wanted to share?
Yeah, well, I have two things actually. A couple weird things that happened to me here recently, and one of them has to do with my wife. And as everybody knows, Valentine's Day is coming right around the corner. And I asked my wife the other day what she would want for Valentine's Day, and she was telling me that she wants one of those heart-shaped boxes with the chocolates in it. And here's the weird thing. I think I have a different wife than what's in my current reality, because I specifically remember her saying every year, she's like, just whatever you do, don't get me one of those heart-shaped box of chocolates because that's too cliche. Well, she didn't say it was too cliche, but I'm saying it really kind of is. But I know that she likes chocolates, and I remember her saying, instead of getting me one of those heart-shaped box full of chocolates, just get me a regular box of chocolates. And I know for a gosh darn fact that, you know, that's what she's always told me. And then when she told me this, it surprised me. I'm like, well, wait a minute. You've always told me that you didn't like those heart-shaped box of chocolates. And she's like, oh, wait a minute. When did I ever say that? She's like, I've never said that. I said, I remember you telling me that several years. And she doesn't have no memory of that whatsoever. And, you know, before the Mandela effect, I would have just chalked that off as faulty memory or something like that. But now I'm wondering, did I just experience a personal Mandela effect? What do you guys think?
Well,
I think so.
Well, you know what they say. Life is like a heart-shaped box of chocolates. Oh, no, wait, that's not what they say. But anyway, it's possible that she's just had a change of heart, you know? I would just go with the flow. I mean, that's an easy enough gift to get. I can
Oh, yeah.
see though how maybe you have a distinct memory of it, but she doesn't, and I don't know, man. That is kind of strange. However, I think that she's still. I don't think you need to question her identity any further. If she showed you her ID and all, if she can read it to you, the date of birth and social security, height and eye color and everything, I'd say it's probably really her.
Well, I don't know, man. I feel like in a way I've shifted into a different reality, so to speak. I mean, I'm being half serious and kind of heartedly joking, you know.
Oh yeah, I could definitely see how it threw you off for her to, after you having those memories of her not wanting that particular item, to turn around and actually ask for it.
Right.
Would, yeah, definitely.
And I mean, you know, people can change their mind, and that's fine. I have no problem with that. And like you said, it's probably one of the easiest things you could do is just go out and buy one of those things. But for her not to remember ever telling me that is just kind of strange to me, you know?
Now, what I would probably do if it was me, and again, this is just my personality coming through. If she actually, if my wife or girlfriend or whatever would have, if I would have had that same conversation where, you know, I say, well, wait a second, you told me, you know, and then we had all that, then on Valentine's Day, I would show up with a regular box of chocolates just to see if she notices. But have the heart-shaped box, you know, down in the car or out in the garage or something prepared to give it to her as well on top of the regular box. Just as, you know, just to make sure. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. And I totally get that. But that sort of thing really is not in my budget. I mean, I'll buy the heart-shaped box and just give it to her.
All right then. Yeah, chocolates are more expensive than I get. It's like what, $20 a box at least, something like that.
Oh man, yeah, and even sometimes more than that. But the other Mandela effect, which is probably not a Mandela effect, it's just a weird thing that happened to me earlier, is I have two pink lighters, and I didn't even know I had two pink lighters. I think I only had one, and I had one of my lighters sitting down on the table like that, and then
Like what?
like that.
Oh, okay, like that. Hold on,
And-
like that. All right.
Yeah, just like that, you know.
Okay, I got it.
So I look over and I don't see the lighter, and it's not like it's covered up with napkins or, you know, papers or anything like that. It's in plain sight. But I look over, I don't see it. So I reach into my coat pocket and I have two different lighters in there. I have a green lighter and a pink lighter. And I just happened to pull out the pink lighter, or what I thought was a green lighter. I pulled it out as a pink lighter. And I look over on my table as soon as I pulled this out, and I'm sitting at the computer desk. And then I look over on the coffee table, and there's that pink lighter. Like it just reappeared.
You're having issues like Michael was having about things being there and not being there and stuff. It's shifting. Just let it shift. Go with it, because you'll start driving yourself crazy thinking that somebody's messing with you, and they'll think you're nuts.
Right.
Because
Right,
I
yeah.
already went through that with my husband. I used to think he was moving things on me when he wasn't. They were just shifting through time.
Yeah, I have to agree. Because, I mean, I don't have things like that happen very often, but when they do, my analytical brain always wants to come up with the logical explanation, and I won't let it rest until I figure it out. But then once I realize, you know, sometimes there just isn't a good explanation. Things, like she said, are just shifting, and your best bet's just to go with it and, you know, say, well, you know, it'll be interesting to see what happens next. Because
Yeah,
if you let it, If you let it get to you, it'll just drive you crazy.
Yeah, and eventually it'll come back. It will probably come back in the exact place where you last put it down at, or slightly somewhere else close by.
Yeah, well, that's what happened. It showed up again. That's why I'm weirded out by it, because, like I said, I pulled the first lighter out of my pocket, and it just so happens the first lighter is pink, and I'm looking over. Like, I'll show it on camera real fast, just to show you what I mean about them being almost identical. There is one slight difference. Oh, my hair's all messed up. Oh, crap.
We don't care about your hair.
But look, here's the two. Oh, you can't really tell. There's where did it I can't. Oh, here it is. Okay. They're identical, and you can't really see it on the screen, but one of them has I'll just hold it up like that. Yeah. One of them has, I think it's this one has the sticker peeled off of it. And I think that's the one that was on my table, and then it reappeared. And this is the one that I pulled out of my pocket. So they're almost identical, except for that fact. Now I'll stop my cam now, because I know people are getting sick of looking at my messy hair. There you go.
The blonde guy with the muscles and the sword, he's way more attractive.
Oh, well. Saji, buddy, you're never mind. You mean like if you were a woman, he would be attractive to you?
I assume that the no homo rule applied. I mean,
yeah. Oh,
no.
No, you did not just say that. Oh, man.
You can tell it's getting late. We're starting to devolve.
Yeah. Oh, man. So do you guys have any recent personal Mandela effects you want to share?
No, I don't usually have too many personal ones. Unless something comes up missing, and I just wait a couple of days and it comes back.
I did have one little thing, but I need a second.
Oh, okay.
He needs a refill of coffee.
Well, that's what I just got. I got my refill. This is my third and final cup. I won't be able to go to bed tonight if I keep drinking these. And,
I'm on citrus water now.
Well, there you go. Citrus water is always a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Let me ask you this. Did you ever get the flavored waters? I mean, not the stuff that you put in your water, but just like it's already flavored?
I've tried them, but a lot of them have Splenda in them.
Hmm.
And Splenda gives me severe migraines.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
That's the sucralose.
It makes me wonder. My wife mentioned the other day that certain deli meats, like salami, supposedly give people migraines as well.
Yeah, there's wish I could remember what it's called, but there's something in a lot of deli meats. Nitrates. There we go. Nitrates in deli meats that are really, really bad for a lot of people. They can give you migraines. They can also cause you to break out in hives.
Oh, wow.
There's other things that it does too. So.
Well, I grew up in an Italian home, and we had a lot of deli meats in our house over the years. There was a deli right down the street from us. There was a deli, and then there's a warehouse. There's a warehouse that specifically deals with Italian foods that are imported from St. Louis. But the place in St. Louis gets their food strictly from Italy. So I mean, there's a lot of imports, and I wonder if there's a difference between stuff that's made here in America, like let's say Wisconsin, for example. I know makes a lot of sausages, um, and also venison sausage as well. But I just wonder if there's a difference when the foods are imported and they make it like they make the sausages and your salamis and your pastrami's and stuff like that over in Italy. It just makes me wonder if there's less nitrates in those than the ones that are made here in America. I'm just curious about that.
Probably is. I mean, there's a lot of like the health standards and stuff in Europe is a lot better than it is here. So, you know, they won't let you put certain things in food, and nitrates may be one of those. I know when I was still using butter, I would get butter from Ireland called Kerrygold. And man, you could just taste the difference between that butter and the butter we have over here. You know, their cows are pasture raised, and you know, they don't use any hormones or anything. So you can just taste the difference.
Oh yeah, well I could tell you the meat market we have here in town. When you buy the salami from the meat market here in town, it's more expensive, but it definitely has a better flavor to it than the one like let's say you buy a package of salami like in Walmart or Kroger, one of those places. I always tell my wife, I said, I'll stick with the real one, thank you. You know?
Yeah.
So I think there's definitely a difference there in the standards.
Yeah, I don't mind paying a little bit more for something that I know is healthier. You know, that's like when I buy apples.
Mm-hmm.
I know those are pesticide. So, you know, I don't mind paying a little bit more for things that I know are really, really healthy for me.
Wait, well, why is there two Sagittarically speakings?
I only see one.
Yeah, hold on, let me get rid of one and put the other one in there. Wait.
Oh, that's because I'm on YouTube. There's a delay.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, and I can hear your phone vibrating. Yes.
Cool. All right. So I was putting the link in Shifty Sunday and it kicked me out, or so I thought it did. But then when I came back, I could see I was still in here. That was weird.
Huh.
But either way, I put some images in Shifty Sunday for you to share.
Okay. Yeah.
Basically, this is quote unquote, and I'm using air quotes, satellite footage of Earth. But one is taken from, it says on the graph 3 years ago. So we're going to just say 3 years ago. But it shows the difference between a very great definitional difference between old Earth, which we may call Sagittarius Earth, and our current Earth, and more specifically, the way South America used to be directly underneath North America. And it's such a great, it's probably one of the best examples I've ever seen. So I thought I would share it with you guys.
Okay, let me get it up here. After we show this, I think we should give the room another shout out.
All right.
Okay, which one am I supposed to present? Because you got
let me go back and look. Hold on. The one where you can see the whole world, that's the old one. Go ahead and bring that up first.
Okay, that's the last one.
I don't know how it shows up at your end. Hold on.
Okay.
When I'm looking at it, looks like it's the first one.
Okay, well let's do this.
The one that's the brightest and has like a real bright color to it, and it says it's in closing. This satellite photo is.
Oh, that's the opposite one I have up. Okay, all right. Let me put this in the StreamYard real quick. Hold on. Okay, let me go ahead and get the other one up. Sorry about that.
There's no way you can do a side by side, is there?
No,
All
not,
right.
not that I'm aware of.
All right.
The one that says in closing.
Yeah, that's the way we all know it now to be, like current reality.
All right. Current reality is the one that says in closing. Okay, let me get that up. Wait, okay, I got it on my screen. So let me just go ahead and share it. How do I? Okay, here we go. So the one here, right?
Yeah, that's today's reality. You see how South America is all the way, like Florida is touching the east coast of South America, or is it just above the east coast? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Now go to the other picture.
All right. Let me close the sharing for now. Whoop. And let me get that one up. So what is this? Is it here is the satellite taken approximately 3 years ago? Is that the one?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me get that one up and close this other one out. Okay. Go to sharing again.
And then this image is the way I remember it. And it seems like the way a lot of other people remember. Oh, well, I guess you have to, the words are kind of in the way. You have to do the other one, my man.
Wait, what do you mean the words are in the way?
The words are kind of in the way of us being able to see it.
Oh, okay.
So,
Well,
do the last picture.
okay. Let me stop sharing for a moment. And I'll bring up the last one. The heck was that?
Motorcycle.
Oh, okay. Scared me. Here's the last one.
Yes, bring that one up and then enlarge it as best you can.
Sure. Let's do that.
Now, did you see how that different that is?
Well, sure. Yeah.
Now, I would say that's the way I remember seeing North America, South America in relationship to each other. How about you guys? Any comments?
That's what I remember too.
Oh, I just dripped over myself. Yeah. Looks like there's very little separation there. And now when you see it, there's a lot of separation.
Yeah, and the Panama Canal would be going east and west instead of north and south.
Absolutely. Whew, man,
Let's see what chat has to say while you give them a shout out, and then see if they got any comments on this while you're doing it.
Well, here's the thing. Let me go ahead and give the shout out. If I give the shout out, I got to take this off my screen. So, all right. Let me take this off my screen. And give the shout out real quick, and then we could continue on with our show, and I guess start wrapping up the show. Okay, so here's the shout out. Let's scroll. Salted Cedar is here. Go-Kart Bob's in the house. Lorraine Lamore, thanks for the song for Shifty Sunday. Biker Babe 2009. Preliminal. CJ Wood. Let's see here. Scrolling. Keep those doggies rolling. The Truth Will Set You Free is here. Michelle from Awake and Activate. She was here earlier. Scrolling. Keep those doggies rolling. Rain on the Plains just joined us, and time for the shout out. Thank you, Rain on the Plains. Good to see you. Michael Fontaine is here, and I believe
Michael Fontaine.
Michael Fontaine.
Michael Fontaine.
And I believe, did I mention Go-Kart Bob?
No, I think you might have mentioned a different guy, but not him.
Oh, okay. So I didn't mention Go-Kart Bob.
No.
Well, then I need to mention Go-Kart Bob.
Yeah.
Okay.
You should probably mention him. Go-Kart Bob.
And well, that's it. So if anyone else is
Well, Rain
in
on the
here-
Plane wants to know what we've been talking about. So I was just going to suggest we just
man.
start from the beginning and do the whole show all over again just for her.
Yeah, I think that's not a bad idea. I guess we could do that. We would be here for another 2 hours and so, but
Well, we'll just do it like at double speed. I'll talk really fast. You talk really fast. Hero 77 here. Taco Tuesday, blah 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 blah, like that.
I've had a lot of coffee, but I don't know if I could have so much coffee that I could talk that fast. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah. Well, it seems like you're doing a pretty good job already.
So let's do a quick recap. Okay, we talked about outer space, William Shatner. We talked about space and time. We showed the ghost car. We showed a ghost bike. We showed a car that may or may not be fake that left the parking lot, came back from the parking lot. The guy went back and forth in the window. We talked about my personal Mandela effect, which was a heart-shaped box, but then it wasn't a heart-shaped box. You didn't want one. So I said, well, I always thought I remembered you saying you didn't want one, and now you're all of a sudden saying you did want one. I lost a pink lighter. Then the pink lighter came back, and I pulled a pink lighter out of my pocket. By the way, Patrick Roberts, our new timeline, is in the house tonight. So how was that recap? Did I miss anything?
And I still don't know who the DC5 are.
Yeah, and you missed the part where we kept looking out of the blinds like a meth head waiting on our dealer to show up in a white car.
Right.
No, I think that's him, man. No, come over here. He's not there. See, look. No. Come over to this window.
She says awesome things. This whole thing could turn very easily to Dave's not here, man. You know.
I know it's me, Dave.
No,
I got the stuff.
Dave's not here, man.
I know it's me, Dave. Okay, it's just not as funny when you don't have Cheech and Chong voices and you ain't smoked no weed. I'm sorry.
Right? Yeah, we should go out. Each of us smoke half a pound of weed each, and then come back in and do it. No?
Yeah, sure. As soon as you send me half a pound of weed, I'm on it.
Yeah. Well, I don't
Let's
know.
see here. We got shoot, I forgot what I was gonna say. I'm trying hold on. I'm sorry guys. I'm trying to read the chat. Lorraine asked if I was sitting on the front porch, and you would think that I was, as loud as that motorcycle was.
Mm-hmm.
But I am not. I'm just right next to the front door.
This leads me right into my what grinds my gears segment real quick. What grinds my gears is the middle of the day or even early in the morning. I hear my neighbor starting up his truck and go, murr, 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 murr. And then when he does that for about 15 minutes straight in a row, and all of a sudden now he's starting up his motorcycle. And, not that I have any problems with motorcycles, but not when it's shaking my walls while I'm trying to nap. Thank you very much. I don't like that. So that's what grinds my gears. How about you guys?
Yeah, that's right. What you said.
Sorry, I was eating a peanut butter and banana sandwich.
Oh, now see, you were doing the snacking this time.
not something loud, and I know how to hit the mute button.
Oh, ouch. Okay.
But I'm bummed.
You know, I've never actually, huh?
I was just going to say, I've got neighbors that do that too. This one guy, he's got like a souped up, um, a fancy car, and he'll go out there and he'll turn on the engine and he'll rev and rev and rev, and he'll let that thing run for a long time, and then he'll finally turn it off. And he doesn't go anywhere. He just goes out and turns it on. And then later on in the evening, he'll do the same thing. And he does this in the wintertime. He does it in the spring, the summer, the fall. It makes no sense to me.
Does he ever take the car out of the driveway? Ever?
Maybe once a month.
Okay, so it sounds like he's just doing it to keep the seals fresh, but why he has to rev it so loud, I have no idea.
And why every day, twice a day?
Yeah, that is a bit excessive.
Anyhow, that's my 2 cents worth. I'm going back to my sandwich.
That should be your segment. My 2 cents with Raven. You know,
All right, well, that's about all I got, Mr. Submarine Guy.
what? Why are you calling me submarine guy? Do I live in the yellow submarine?
No, it just sounded like you were talking from a submarine.
Really?
Yeah, like I heard the nautical like radar thing or something.
Huh. Well, that's weird. Do I still sound like I'm talking from a yellow submarine?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, Sunday night show, my wife mentioned it sounded like someone was smoking a bong in here, and I told her, I said, well, that's either a reverberation off of Sagi's phone, or it might have been Armor's computer doing that noise. I don't know which one of you guys was doing it, but I definitely was not smoking from a bong. Just wanted to point that out, you know, just in case.
So what you're trying to say is you tried to tell your wife that Dave's not here.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I got it.
Oh man. Hey, I gotta tell you guys, it's been an awesome, amazing, awesome show, and I think we've had more viewers for tonight's show than we did for Shifty Sunday.
Woohoo! I'm all thankful for everybody who showed up. I'm glad we had a good show, and I don't know. It's been kind of taco-y Tuesday, you know.
Oh yeah. Speaking of Taco Tuesday, I gotta say I had a taco salad earlier for my lunch or dinner, whatever you want to call it. You know, lunch and dinner. And I gotta tell you, it got me to thinking. You know, you got all these ingredients on top of nachos. The only thing that really makes a taco salad a salad is the lettuce that you put on. You know, it's like it should not really be considered a salad in any form, shape, or way. But you know, hey, as long as you got lettuce on there, it makes it a salad, right?
Tomatoes. You put tomatoes on yours?
Oh well, yeah.
Onions?
Yep. Peppers.
Well, then it's a salad.
Oh, okay. Speaking of which, man, I'm getting really hungry right about now.
That's why I ate a peanut butter and banana sandwich.
You know, I've never actually had a peanut butter and banana sandwich, but I've heard that they were really good.
They are, and I don't remember. I've been eating them ever since I was really young, and I don't even remember where I discovered it from. I think it was a TV show.
All I know is that's what they claim Elvis Presley used to eat all the time.
Yeah, but it wasn't because of him.
Right. Well, I believe you.
Does anybody remember the show James at 15? And then there was James at 16.
No.
No.
I think that's where I got it from. Well, I'm older than you guys, so I remember it.
Yeah, my grandma used to make them. That's how I found out about them and started liking them. But you got to get them just right. You gotta have just the right peanut butter to banana ratio. You have to have really good soft bread. I mean, you just can't just slap one together. There's a little bit of technique to it, I guess. Flair, little. You got to be precise, you know.
Yeah, and the bananas have to be just so ripe, you know. And I don't like thin bread when I eat one. I have to have a thicker bread because I don't want my sandwich falling apart.
Exactly.
Oh.
Well, it sounds like you're ready to put a bow on it.
Yeah, I guess so. You know, we've had quite the decent show here tonight. We covered a lot of topics, and I think this has been one of our best shows so far. Don't you guys agree?
Yeah, I would say it's a great show, and I'm going to remember for future reference to have you do the quick recap at the end. I think that's a nice added thing that we should start doing.
Well,
Yeah.
you know, I got to have a few cups of coffee. Then that really that makes it authentic.
I mean, really impressed. You did a great job.
Why, thank you, sir.
So let's see that guy with eating the taco dancing around his hat.
I'm getting there. I'm getting that ready.
Any
Okay.
final thoughts, Raven, before we
Yes.
go?
Yes, I do. I just want to say that Vivian is not feeling very well. She's feeling like she's got the flu. So I'm sending out prayers to Vivian. And Rain on the Plane is having ear problems. So I'm going to send out some prayers for her. And please keep Dan in your prayers. If you can, support his GoFundMe. Pray for the children. And I love you all. And thank you for coming tonight and being with us.
I couldn't have put it any better myself. Well said, and ditto.
Take it away, Hebrew.
Well, that all sounds good, and I got to tell you, I enjoy everyone being here tonight. Thanks, Raven, for being on with us, and thank you, Sagittarically Speaking, for being with us. And we'll try to catch you guys on the next one. Don't forget to check out Thirsty Thursday and Shifty Sunday. Have a good night, everybody.
And don't forget to share and like. Share and like.
Oh, yeah. If you could thumbs up on your way out, that'd be awesome, too. I guess you just said that. All right. Here we go. I guess it would help if I shared my screen, huh? Let's see here. Here we go. Wait, gotta get the music going. I got the video going. Gotta get the music. All right. Wind this a little bit. And action.
Ready to eat some fucking tacos, bro? You ready to eat some fucking tacos, bro? Taco Tuesday! Taco Tuesday! Taco Tuesday! Taco Tuesday! Hey, don't want no pizza. Viva tequila. It's true they drink more margaritas. And we Katrina. She loves Selena. She likes it hard. Melts out tortillas. We playing FIFA in Argentina. This sauce is hot.